What if I told you there's a creature that's been draining the blood of farm animals for over 30 years, and nobody has ever caught one alive? The Chupacabra might be the most terrifying cryptid you've never heard the full story about. This blood-sucking beast first appeared in Puerto Rico in the 1990s and quickly spread fear across Latin America. Today, we're diving deep into the dark history of El Chupacabra, the goat sucker that turned from local legend into a global nightmare. Our story begins in 1995 in the small town of Canovanas, Puerto Rico. 8 sheep were found completely drained of blood with strange puncture wounds on their necks. But this wasn't just any animal attack. There was something different about these kills. Local resident Madeline Tolentino made the first official Chupacabra sighting. She described a gray, alien-like creature about 4 feet tall with huge black eyes, spines running down its back, and razor-sharp claws. The creature moved like nothing she'd ever seen before. Within months, similar attacks spread across the island. Goats, chickens, and other farm animals were found completely bloodless. The puncture wounds were always perfect circles, like someone had used a medical syringe. By 2000, the terror had jumped to Mexico, but something strange happened. The Mexican Chupacabra looked completely different. Instead of the alien-like creature from Puerto Rico, witnesses described a hairless, dog-like beast with leathery blue-gray skin and a row of spines. Mexican farmers started finding their livestock drained just like in Puerto Rico. But these attacks were more brutal. The Mexican version seemed stronger and more aggressive than its Caribbean cousin. Here's where things get interesting. DNA tests on supposed Chupacabra bodies in Mexico revealed they were actually coyotes or dogs suffering from a severe skin disease called mange. This disease makes animals lose their hair and develop thick, leathery skin. But this explanation only worked for the Mexican sightings. The original Puerto Rican Chupacabra remained a complete mystery. No bodies were ever found, and the attacks eventually stopped as suddenly as they had started. The Chupacabra became more than just a monster. It became a symbol of Latin American folklore. Movies, books, and TV shows featured the creature. It represented the fear of the unknown that exists in rural communities. Even today, new sightings pop up across Latin America and the southern United States. Each report adds another layer to the mystery that started nearly 30 years ago. So, what's the real story? Scientists believe the Puerto Rican Chupacabra might have been mass hysteria mixed with misidentified animals. The strange blood draining could have been the work of known predators whose feeding patterns weren't properly understood. But believers argue that science can't explain everything. They point to the consistent descriptions, the unexplained puncture wounds, and the fact that no conventional predator completely drains blood the way these victims were found. The Chupacabra remains one of the most fascinating cryptids in modern history. Whether it's a real creature, misidentified animals, or something else entirely, it has captured imaginations worldwide and shows how quickly local legends can become global phenomena. Click the next video to discover another terrifying cryptid that's still hunting today.